Is an issue that's existed for many years and one many of us feel is often ignored: racism. She was once again Extraordinary Person of the Week, and now she says she was blindsided by a letter she never thought she'd read. WWAY's Kirsten Gutierrez sat down with a pastor who says it's filled with hate and racist undertones. We do want to warn you that some of the language in this story is offensive or disturbing. It is the big story at 7 and one that's only on WWAY.
A nasty,
creepy people,
racist letter,
lazy bums, sitting on porches, porch monkeys.
Words Pastor Deirdre Parker never thought she'd read in her own church.
Just kind of shocked, dumbfounded, like you would really send something like this to a church.
The letter delivered to Speaks Temple AME Zion Church in Wilmington, filled with hatred.
Big-lipped ape men, blue-gummed people wandering around, a stench in the air, illegitimate kids everywhere, etc. Where are you? And the answer, I don't even want to read it.
The first thing that went through Pastor Parker's mind, besides anger, was fear.
You know, it made me start to think about what happened in Charleston. You know, it could happen here. This is a small church. We don't have security. You know, am I going to have to be looking over my shoulder while I'm preaching?
A mean letter, written in spite.
I see racism every day. But there are two places where you feel like you'll be safe from that, and that's at home and in church.
Now, there was a second part to this hateful letter, but Pastor Parker decided not to share it with others because it's just too offensive.
But she did share what she would want to say to the person who wrote it.
Why? Why? If you don't like us and you know us, that's one thing, but do you really know us?
Hoping the author of the letter would see the harm they've done, and sharing her story to raise awareness and start a bigger conversation.
What happens when we remain silent is the people who don't have to deal with racism don't have to hear about it, and then they can pretend that it doesn't exist, but it does exist.
In Wilmington, Kirsten Gutierrez, WWAY News.
Pastor Parker did file a police report. However, at this time, she says the Wilmington Police Department is not considering this letter a hate crime.